Hello, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Rachel Kirkland with WashingtonExec, and today I have the pleasure of talking with Srini Attili, Executive Vice President, Civilian Business Group at SAIC. Srini is here to talk about the American Heart Association and his role as the chair of the Heart of Greater Washington campaign. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
Absolutely. So, a little bit of background. WashingtonExec is a proud supporter of this campaign, and the Heart Ball is a favorite event on our calendar every year. The Heart of Greater Washington campaign is a year-round campaign that unites individuals and companies across the D.C. metro area to raise life-saving funds that fuel innovations in cardiovascular science and advance health and hope for all. The campaign works to remove barriers to equitable health with a focus on key health areas like nutrition security, CPR education, hypertension control, and more. Srini, we all have a personal connection to heart disease and stroke. Tell us why supporting AHA is so important to you on a personal level.
Absolutely, Rachel. As you said, we all have a personal connection to heart disease and stroke, whether it's through families, friends, coworker. We all know somebody affected by cardiovascular disease. Personally, I lost my dad to a sudden cardiac arrest early last year. And honestly, if people around him had CPR training, maybe they could have saved him, right? And I'm honored to serve as chair of the Heart of Greater Washington campaign and to be part of the life-saving work of the American Heart Association. As someone who has witnessed firsthand the impact of heart disease in my family, this mission is deeply personal. Statistically, Asian men face a much higher risk of heart disease driven by genetic factors, yet awareness is still far from where it needs to be. Personally, I have high cholesterol levels, triglycerides, and so on due to my genetic factors. And I see in the communities the awareness is very, very less. The Heart Ball represents a commitment to advancing education, driving research, and expanding outreach to ensure that everyone has the tools and resources to protect their heart health. Through the Heart of Greater Washington, supporters and companies have opportunities throughout the year to learn about heart health and well-being and support the AHA in a variety of ways through hands-on CPR demonstrations, lunch and learns, and more. At SAIC, we combine our health mission experience with leading technologies to help transform health services from improving service accessibility and delivery to accelerating scientific research. Over the course of the past couple of years, SAIC has promoted and conducted CPR training amongst its workforce. We got moving as a team during the Heart Walk led by SAIC's team members with the goal of raising funds for the American Heart Association. The celebration of the campaign is the fantastic Heart Ball, which will be held on April 5th, and we can't wait for that.
Wonderful. Well, Srini, thank you so much for sharing. My heart goes out to you and your family, and it's a privilege to sit down and talk with you about this.
Thank you, Rachel.
2025 marks the American Heart Association's second century of life-saving impact. Tell us more about that as we look to the next 100 years.
Absolutely. Yes, it's remarkable. Like, how fortunate are we to live in an era where the once unthinkable has been made possible? So since the AHA's founding in 1924, as you said, 100 years ago, right, deaths from cardiovascular diseases have been cut in half. With more than $5.9 billion invested in cardiovascular medical research since 1949, the AHA is the nation's largest non-government funder of heart and stroke research, second only to the U.S. government. So the association has funded more than 49,000 projects, leading to significant breakthroughs in cardiovascular and stroke discovery, translation, and clinical application. In addition, 15 American Heart Association funded investigators have won Nobel Prizes, confirming the association as the focal point for excellence in cardiovascular and cerebrovascular disease research. For the next 100 years, the AHA has a bold vision to advance health and hope for everyone, everywhere. So building on over a century of trusted leadership in cardiovascular and brain health, by 2028, the AHA will drive breakthroughs and implement proven solutions in science, policy, and care for healthier people and communities. The greatest discoveries in health must reach people where they are. I'm proud to be part of this life-saving work. It aligns with SAIC's purpose to advance technology and innovation to protect and serve the world.
Wonderful. And you mentioned that the Heart Ball is on April 5th. What else can we expect at this event?
That's right. Greater Washington Region Hardball will be on April 5th in 2025, and we'll be back again at the beautiful Waldorf Astoria in Washington, D.C. It's truly a celebration of life and the work of the American Heart Association. Guests will enjoy an evening of exclusive live and silent auctions, dinner, dancing, tributes to survivors, and a great program. It's an evening to get all dressed up and come together around this most vital cause. The Heart Ball celebrates the advancements made possible by the American Heart Association's research and the lives that have been touched by their outreach. Planning has started, and we want everyone to join us. Each ticket, each donation, and each story shared propels us closer to a future where heart health is within everyone's reach. Together, we're not just attendees, we're part of a powerful force for change.
Very exciting. How can people get involved?
Well, the time is now to get involved in the Heart of Greater Washington campaign and the Heart Ball. Talk to me, find me on LinkedIn, or go to the website, dcheartball.heart.org. We are looking for sponsors and individuals to be part of our committees, but there are also so many important touch points around health that the American Heart Association does all year long. There really are so many ways to get involved. You can be part of events, attend them. There are events all year long. At SAIC, we've been involved with the Heart Ball and other events like the Heart Walk that I mentioned earlier. It's been a great way to engage our workforce, to champion health and well-being. It's incredible to see colleagues out at events or sharing how the resources provided by the AHA have made a difference to them. The AHA team helps develop programs that are right for your companies to be part of a larger mission, one that is so important to all of us, our employees' health and well-being. They make it easy for anyone to get involved and helping to provide friends, families, co-workers, and the workforce with opportunities to achieve better health. So important.
Wonderful. Anything else you want us to know?
Look, Rachel, it's been a privilege to be the chair. I am looking forward to the honor of being the chair of the Heart Ball, bringing the community together and raise awareness and funds for such an important cause. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. We look forward to seeing you at the Heart Ball.
Absolutely. Look forward to it, Rachel.